Good morning. So my last video, I spoke a little bit about breakfast from the pantry. So this time I'm going to talk a little bit about lunch and dinner from the pantry, but also from the refrigerator as well. One of the lunches I really like is to have a sprouted grain tortilla that I have right here and heat it really quickly on the stove just to get it more pliable and a little more flavor comes out of it. But I ran into an issue this morning when I pulled it out. They're rotten. They have a bunch of mold all over them. And I thought, wow, what a good teaching point, because sprouted grains actually are more susceptible to spoilage because of the sprouting process. So if you buy any sprouted grain bread or tortillas and they're on a shelf, when you get home, put them in the refrigerator so it extends their shelf life. The next thing I like to use if I'm out of my sprouted grain tortillas is collard greens. It's a great leaf, it's pretty sturdy, and you just pull out the rib, or actually you cut out the rib so that you can roll it. I happen to be out of those too, so let's just pretend this is a collard green. And I'm also out of hummus. Typically I'll put hummus on the bottom, but this is what I really like about the collard greens and the sprouted grain tortillas. They're a great vessel to shove veggies in and some protein, whether it's a lean protein that you want to put in here, or you could also put in beans or even tempeh as your protein source. Is really delicious. When I use a collard green, I like to call it like a salad wrap. It feels like you have salad in a little sandwich. It's really nice. I put in whatever you want. You can clearly put in whatever veggies you prefer. A quick little hack for tomatoes: if you use a lid like this and you push down pretty tightly, you have already cut tomatoes that you can put in your little wrap. So it's kind of nice that way. Moving on to a grain bowl. So the anatomy of a grain bowl is clearly grains, but I also like to have the other quarter of the bowl being beans or maybe some lentils, and then the rest of it primarily fats and veggies. So a grain bowl can really be kind of like your canvas. So you can have all kinds of different themes. So this is more of an Italian theme. I happen to have some pesto left over. So this is just really quick brown rice and quinoa that you can put into your microwave and cook up really quickly. I have some cannellini beans along with some baby kale, but you could use arugula or whatever. You can kind of see what's in there. You can top it off with some olive oil or some balsamic or both, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and of course I have some sun-dried tomatoes in that one. This is a Greek bowl, and you can kind of see what's in there. It's pretty obvious. There's quite a bit of grain that's actually underneath in the bowl. But it's a nice, well-balanced type of meal that you can have here. You can see what's in it, and you can also add tzatziki on the top, so that's kind of nice. Again, you can have anything you want. And then right here, I call my duh meal. It's really easy and quick to make. You could cook the lentils or you could buy them steamed. They take about 35 minutes on the stove if you want. I don't typically use jar sauces, but if you're in a rush or you're just not in the mood to do much prep at all, you can use a jar sauce and again, dress it up with onions and garlic. I have olives in this one. And then the lentils, which kind of give you a feel of ground beef, but not being beef. And this may not look like a lot to you, but this actually is about a cup of pasta. And this has about 14 grams of protein and about 9 grams of fiber, not including the protein that's in the lentils as well. And we probably have about a quarter cup here. So we're looking at maybe 5 to 6 grams of protein in the lentils as well. So a decent, well-balanced, filling type of meal. And of course, being a dietitian, I'm gonna throw half the plate with veggies. And these were just frozen. So this whole meal did not take very much time at all. And you can always dress it with some balsamic vinegar and some Parmesan cheese as well. So here you go. These are just some quick, fast little tips of easy, quick meals that are super healthy for you. And until next time, see you later.